who wants to explain what happened last episode?
I think it'll be a combined effort.
Okay, then let's do that. I safety first and then teamwork.
Yes.
First of all, many people received quests.
That's a fact.
Oh, my notebook is in the living room, but I'll try to remember.
Anything helps. I appreciate all effort.
Yeah. So we all kind of came back to Stonehill after clearing out Cragmaw Cave.
To grab my notebook.
Or not Stonehill, whatever the name of the town is. Phandelver, Phandolin. Sorry, I need to pull up my OneNote. And then some people went back to Stonehill Inn. And like we said, received quests. Tonky went back to the Lion Shield Coster to tell
it was like Linnae or something.
Yeah, the main person there, I've got it written down. Linnae, that her stuff was in Cragmaw Cave and to go and retrieve it. We didn't retrieve it for you because we're not pack mules for you.
We're not fucking Dominoes, bitch.
I'm a little gnome. I can't carry your shit. Let's see. So we went off our way, got paid a little bit, and Tonky went back to the workshop, started working on some new transmutation stuff in a book that he received, and was told by Halia that he needs to take out the red brands because the red brands are causing havoc in the town and havoc in the mining economy, and by taking them out, I would have unlimited wealth and research capabilities. I'm just kidding, not that much.
Well, if you join her society that she's a part of, you might find that down the road.
Yeah, maybe. And then do you guys want to explain the quest that you were given?
I could go, yeah.
Outrageous, bro.
That's a big quest.
Anyways, sorry. So my character, Mr. T-Fob, he ended up going to Sildar's office, essentially, where he took hold in the area, and he ended up meeting up with the town master. Yep. The town master, Harbin Wester, and Harbin Wester gave me a quest of seeking out some orcs near Wyvern Tor, because they've been causing some ruckus, and he did mention there was a nice reward for it. So that is the quest I got, and I just had to do some reporting as well. So.
Oh yeah. And you have a little clerk too that helps you write.
Yeah, because apparently it's easier for me to just speak my mind and have somebody else write it for me. I'm not that.
It has nothing to do with your writing skills. Yeah. Who else has a quest they want to share?
I can go. So, my character Core, he wanted to go check out the Shrine of Luck and talk to Sister Garael. Or Gariel?
I don't know. Either way, I flinched waiting for like a sparkling wine cork to explode.
This is true. That happened while she was gardening. And then she was a little beat, and she gave me a bandolier with 3 health potions. And she wanted me to go to Agatha.
Yes, the Banshee, Agatha.
Yeah, Agatha, the Banshee, and get a spell book from her. And the spell book was from a legendary mage,
Bojangles.
Bojangles.
It's a pretty fucking weird name.
Yeah, Bojangles.
Oh no, it is Bogentle. It is Bogentle. Sorry.
Bogentle. Yeah.
Yeah, Bojangles was a different thing. My bad.
Right. So Bogental, yeah. So the legendary mage Bogental, and
And
then we would be able to get into her order as well. There was something with that, but she gave me right.
So I did want to just double check something quick on that quest.
Mm-hmm.
She asks you um uh they let's answer a question about a spell book. I just want to double check that it was like, so you're going there to ask the Banshee Agatha
Mm-hmm.
about the location of a book.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to learn. You're trying to learn the fate of Bogental's spell book.
There's a
Okay.
comb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was a
yep. And
comb.
you were given a comb, and you
we
were
have to
told
flatter
that
her.
yes, to flatter her. And this is just a little fun thing for you to ponder before we get to this quest. And we don't have to do every one of these quests. If you guys want to, just fucking game this. I have all the time. I've got every Monday open for the rest of my life for it. Like and so also too, because this is a great way to like learn more D&D skills. When you have a quest about like specifically going, like you're told like go to this banshee, you can try and learn as much as you can about banshees before you go there by speaking to people, finding books. Like that's part of like preparing for a mission, is starting to learn more and starting to ask more questions, or seeking out people who might know more. But yeah, flattering her with a comb is like kind of like a heads up. Like, why are you giving, like, realistically, like, why are you giving me a comb to flatter her? Like, why is that? Like, you ever just ask that question? Like, why do I have to give her this? Like, oh, it's just like a trade, but it's like, why a comb? Like, flatter her beauty. Like, what is this all about? But yeah, hell yeah. Jewel, do you remember your quest? It was not last episode that you were told about. It was 2 episodes ago. The Red Brands was at the end, was kind of like a secondary note, like please do that.
I just remember having like a vision of the Red Knight.
Nope, this was with Edmund, I think his name was. It was at Ettermath Orchard, the guy that saved you on the road.
Oh, right.
He said that he was part of you recognized him as like maybe a former paladin of some kind, who's just a humble apple orchardier now. And he had mentioned the Old Owl Well was a quest that he'd given you. That was 2 weeks ago though.
Sorry, I couldn't find my notebook, so I started a new one just now.
That's totally fair.
I did some cleaning this weekend, and I feel like I put it somewhere stupid.
2 days march northeast. There was talk of spooky shit happening at the Old Owl Well.
Okay.
And he's worried that dangerous magic might be dormant there. And if the party pursues the quest, he would you'd be helping out him, and you'd be, I mean, for this is like one of the jewel quests, because it's not necessarily like money driven. It's about like killing it's about clearing shit out and like being part of like a fist, being part of like a fist of an order, being part of a gauntlet, an iron gauntlet. So that's a good recap of the different quests we got. At the end of the last week's episode, or last night, what specifically happened last night that we are now going to be waking up from? Who wants to do that?
Sure. So we all met back up at Stonehill after we kind of did our little town day. and decided where our next steps were going to be, and decided that a few of us overlapped in our quest to defeat the red bands and kind of open up the town a little bit. And so we found out that the Sleeping Giant is a tavern that is known to be a local hangout. So we went there to learn a little bit about the manor, Trezendar Manor, and knowing that their Red Brand's hideout was in the basement, we wanted to go to the Sleepy Giant to possibly interview some of the Red Brands or figure out more information about how to get to the actual hideout, and ended up pissing them off really badly and killing all of them, and almost wiping the entire team.
They're fucking, like, they are low charisma, some of them high charisma, I guess, but they were assholes. They were asking for that shit. I know we've talked
That was
about
fucked
before about like murdering people in a bar fight, and I've always been like, guys, you don't have to murder everybody. But like I was doing my best, because it was really funny reading this and being like, oh fuck. I always tell them like not to murder people outright all the time in every altercation, especially in town. But I was like, it was when Grista was the female owner dwarf, but the other guy was I can't remember, Kristoff. And he was like, go out there and kill the bastards. Like I was like trying to make it like it's totally fine. In the module itself, for DMs out there, or people who want to maybe run this module, it says in it that this is a really great opportunity to see how the party tries out their non-lethals, or just flat out like gets to just like truck stick people. But they put up a good fight, and it was mostly due to the DM rolling nat 20s like a mofo. It's hard for me to pull a punch, you know what I mean, Jewel, when I knocked you with a nat 20 and then went to do a thirsting attack on you and rolled another nat 20. It's hard for me to fake that, because like I'm on camera right now, and my face, I can't like, nani? And then be like, it was a 7. So it's like, it's kind of hard to pull that punch when I look so visibly shocked by that. My poker face is shit half the time for nat 20s, because it's so coveted. But you guys had a bar fight with them. You had outside the Sleeping Giant Inn. You were giving 4 bottles of like apple cider mead from the bar owner for kind of dispatching some of the red brands. And then you were told that you need to finish this job sooner rather than later. And hold 1 second. Let me do this. T-Fob, I'm going to give you a creative moment. That night, or last night, when you fell asleep after this brawl, you had a dream. Was it a good dream? Was it a bad dream? Was it a nightmare? Was it a pleasureful dream? What would T-Fob be dreaming about right now?
T-Fob is dreaming good stuff. He definitely is, excited that he found group like sort of like himself, definitely up for justice. Oh, sorry. Was this okay if I go for it, or?
Yeah, dive in, bro.
So definitely dreaming about the group that he found, and the good that he's doing, because after having a little bit of trouble getting over Sildar's situation, he started turning around, and with Town Master coming up to him, he saw that as like a still check for him, as like, he's still a good person and he could still do some good. And now with this group, he'll be able to reach a whole new level. So definitely a good one. And going into this next adventure, or this next situation, he's definitely pumped and ready to help at will. And so it's a good dream. Definitely a good one.
Yeah, a good dream. You were maybe like riding a horse into a sticky situation, and you were feeling confidence that like these other people were mounted up on horses with you, just like in a really proud situation. So that's really cool. And your eyes shoot open, and you're in the Sleeping Giant, Downstairs, you can already hear the commotion. Or I'm sorry, not the Sleeping Giant. You are in the Stonehill Inn. Downstairs, you can already hear the commotion. It is, I'm gonna have to say it's like about 9 a.m. for you guys, and you can hear some commotion of people downstairs as you get ready for the day. Jewel, you woke up from being unconscious, right? Because you had stabilized yourself, which was like
Yeah.
honestly by far one of the most like climatic scenes of
I was
death
so stressed
saving
out.
rolls. You what?
I was so stressed out.
Yeah, I bet. I hate to have put you there. I didn't mean to put you at 2 fails right away, but that's just the but it was so nerve-wracking, and to not dive into it too much, but people can go back and watch that in episode 3. That was definitely that's one of the reasons why I play D&D, to be honest. Is it's when you leave fate to the math rocks. It was totally up to the mathematic rocks that we're throwing for that to work. Outrageous.
Wait, we're calling them math rocks now?
What else do you call them? But Jewel,
Forbidden candy.
yeah, the forbidden candies, because they look so good. You just want to suck on them. Jewel,
Oh
I'm like longingly looking at my blue dice, like they're blue raspberry flavored right now. Like, Jewel, you came out of a coma, and you just shoot to your feet right away, and you can hear the commotion of the Stonehill Inn. People getting together.
I like
Yeah,
I just like
absolutely.
hold my little holy symbol and I'm just like, give me. And then I like run to the inn.
Oh yeah, no, you're there. You slept there. You were dropped off. Your room is there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I just like move towards whatever's happening.
Yeah, you get downstairs. Slim Lenny, you woke up very peacefully. You actually,
Was listening to Peer Moods.
yeah, everybody else had kind of gone to bed or drank and got tuckered out. You went up to your room and put on tubular bells?
Yeah.
You put on tubular bells, and as a rogue too, like, you're Slim Lenny. And one thing I think about 5e is that, you know, you can pick a race and you can pick a class, and you can take the statistics mechanically for that race and that class, but you don't have to be a rogue, right? Like, you took the anthropologist background, and you can be a fucking anthropologist. You can just also be really good at pinpointing people's arteries, because anthropology means human studies. So why wouldn't you be good? I mean, you're not a doctor, but like, you could have read books about like orcish tribes way like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that like they were a smaller, more puny class of like orcs, but they stood up because they knew exactly where to stab people. And you read in these old books about, you know, different arteries that people have, and you learned like a lot of stuff. And that, you know, so you don't have to be like a sheepish, like, I'm a thief rogue, you know what I mean? You have
Right.
all these really, you know, you're just a very educated man who studied human science, and you turned on your tubular bells. You have solace in that you were with your brother when he passed away 2 episodes ago. That was amazing, you know, and you're just kind of like, I wonder what's next, but I need to follow this group. And you wake up very peacefully and head downstairs. T-Fob, we went over your dream. Core, what would Core be having like a good dream? Does Core only have good dreams? How about, I don't care about Core's, like, okay, is he plagued by some nightmares?
No, he's not. He's not plagued by nightmares, but he's at peace with himself and what happens with the world. So like, and he's a lucid dreamer. So
Oh, nice.
so like, yeah, if there are like bad dreams, like he ends up changing them around, and they become, you know, better. But like, what he's probably dreaming about right now would be like So for him, I just kind of visualize like these kind of really pleasant colors. He's kind of a hippie type.
He looks like Russell Brand.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
And so there's like just like vibrating colors and stuff. That's what he
Yeah.
would have drunk last night. Yeah.
And he's like, cool, awesome, I'm in my dream. What kind of colors can I bring up today?
Right.
What kind of colors we got now? This is awesome. I'm really glad we did this because I wanted to introduce characters, and we did it kind of without introducing our class and we it's been about 30 minutes of getting to know our characters, but not as this is my race, this is my class. Tonki, keeping up with this theme of just like explaining who we are as a character. Let's see if people can guess who Tonki. Any new folks here? Let's see if they can guess who Tonki is. Just take it away. After the fight, things had calmed down. I'm assuming you went back to sleep at your small laboratory at the Phandelver Miners Exchange.
Yep. After going through extensive reaches to make sure that the bodies were hidden pretty well.
Right, I remember you being. That's good.
And handing out the red brand cloaks to the rest of the party. I just explained to them, look, you can use these. I cannot use them because I am a face in town. They will recognize me. And I just kind of nodded to them. Off I went. Went back to my little laboratory and continued reading my book a little bit. And I actually woke up Halia to discuss a little bit more about Trezendar Manor and anything that she knows about it.
Okay, I do want to theater of the mind a little bit. By no means are you allowed to just like walk into Talia's room or Halia's room. Right,
I'm just rapping on the door.
Yeah, she's already awake, and you're greeted by her assistant when you come in, and there was a small. Give me a persuasion check. Because I'm allowing you to speak with Halia before this mission to get more help, right? More
That's gonna
insight.
be an 8.
Okay.
She
well,
wants me to succeed, though, right?
She does. You're not rolling for her. You're rolling for her porter, her assistant. I'm sorry. Oh my god! I rolled a 4. Don't worry. I rolled a 4. Yeah.
I was gonna say because I have gnome cunning, I get advantage on. Oh, it's a saving throw. Never mind.
Yep. That's funny. I was like, you know what? That's an 8. I was like, that sucks. Let me roll, and I rolled a 4. She knows what you're there for, and she knows she should stop you, but lets it go because maybe she looks like she may have even heard word already about what happened at the Sleeping Giant.
I have a pretty heavy look of determination on my face.
Yeah.
Dust all over my cloak from falling on the ground.
A little runkly Tonki face. And you go right in. You go right in and see Halia, and you've never seen her like this before. Like no makeup, no nothing, and she's just like consuming. You ask her what's in her drink, and she says it's mud. Thanks for the advertising. Yeah. No, shout out to our sponsor. And no, I'm just kidding. If you get an ad while watching that, if you get that ice, I'm sorry. I do that at work all the time. I do that. I say, yeah, and people ask me what's in my cup, and I say it's mud. I'm fucking outrageous. But yeah, you see her, and what I'm getting at, she's got like an herbal drink. She's got like a mushroom tea. Maybe like if I had to name a brand, it'd be like Kachava. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys haven't got your advertising dollars in yet, this is your chance. And she doesn't say a word. So feel free to walk up and begin your dialogue. She just stares at you. She doesn't even say good morning or anything. She's got hardcore RTB. Wait.
So
RBF.
RTB.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
Return to base. Return to base. It's a military.
Return to base.
RTB. She looks at you and she's like, "Oh, return to base. What's up?"
She's resting that butt.
You need to tell me about Trezendar Manor and how to get into the cellar. anything about the outside, how to get into the basement. We just got jumped by a bunch of red brands, and they want us to go in through the manor, and that's obviously not the right option. You need to spill it if you want me to help.
I find you quite charming, Mr. Tonky. To just come in here with your questions. If I wanted to dispatch an assassin, I would hire one. But I've already paid you. And if you want to continue to work here, you will find out. The
So that's my
entrance.
point, is I'm trying to work for you, and you need to give me help.
How about this, Master Tonky? And she sits back in her desk. She opens up a drawer, and she pulls out a health potion. And she hands it across the table to you. Find a meat bag, and have the meat bag go first. I can't stress this enough. You're a smart man, Master Tonky. So make smart decisions.
So what you're saying is that you know nothing of the manor.
I know the red brands have showed up in town, and they have been a nuisance. We've had people disappear, and she says the name of a man who you know as the woodsmith. So the woodsmith is northeast. It's like right above the Phandelver Miners Exchange. So like just across, literally like just across the street. If you look on the map from where you currently are. And she says his name. I have the name written down, but for the sake of time and just role play, she says his name. It's like Teal or something. Teal, whom you've known as our neighbor and business friend. He makes a lot of our tools. He has helped fund a lot of the shelving in your I've pictured Tonky has like an extensive like greenhouse, like botany, but also like potions, and like there's a bunch of like wood racks everywhere. You would know this guy because he came to your laboratory and installed it for you. And you were probably a little cock like, well, fucking move it over to the left more, you know? And he's like, oh, sure thing, Master Tonky. He was taken by the red brands. And we were trying to figure out, and she says, I would do business. I see no problem in negotiating. There is no real law structure here, and who's to say what the law is? She flashes you a grin. She's got a little fang tooth. Not like a vampire fang, but just like a gnarly looking, like, sharp tooth. I cannot get through to them. They seem like they are on a more chaotic evil, and frankly, Master Tonky, I wouldn't doubt that they are working with those goblins that stole Rockseeker. There's a much bigger picture here at hand, and I need to know more myself. That's where you come in, Master Tonky. So please, and she slides the health potion across the table a little bit more aggressively now. Give this to your meatbag servants or your meatbag friends that are going to help you get in there. Leave me alone. I have enough to deal with already. This is me delegating. You're going to be rewarded 100 gold pieces if you can do this. And that's like a pretty big salary. that's gonna, that's like in game. That's very big for someone of your stature. You're literally just got to level 2. Fuck, big man's moving up. And she says, make it happen.
But what you're saying is you want it to be loud. All right.
I don't care what.
I'm just gonna grab it and walk out.
And as you're walking out, she says, and don't forget to bring any correspondence you find in Glassstaff's room. And so that's your reminder that when you find Glassstaff, this leader of the Red Brands, to look for any correspondence that you might find in his room. And you make it back to the Stonehill Inn.
I'm sleeping in my own place.
Oh, you're still... I thought that was in the morning.
Oh, okay, we can do that too. I was just gonna say it's at night, like as soon as we had finished killing these guys and stashing the bodies, I'm
Oh.
still kind of distraught,
The door.
stone-faced,
No,
pissed off.
the doors would have been locked at that point.
Okay, well, we can just make it the morning. That's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
So can I, outside of
Yeah, what's up?
RP, are we all fully rested?
Yep, everybody's rested now. Everybody's full health. Everybody's full spell slots. It is 9 a.m. in the morning, getting closer to 10 before you know it. Brunch is being served at the town master. At the at the Stonehill Inn, brunch is being served. There's a Krogan doing a guest bartending. Yeah, also a burp is heard across the brunch table. And the Stonehill Inn, again, is just like, it could be this really beautiful, like, cottagecore inn, but with all the violence that's started occurring in this pop-up city, they're having a hard time keeping customers, and it's getting a little bit rowdy. Like the other side of town, the Sleeping Giant, it's starting to get a little more badder, shadier business. But you guys wake up, everything's cool, everything's schmool. You're sitting at a table, and you can begin planning your assault of the Tresendor Manor.
I'm gonna immediately walk up to Jewel and hand her this health potion. Like, and remember where this comes from? From what I was told, there's not really any easy way through. We have to go through the front door.
Understood. Thank you.
Then I'm gonna sit down and start eating whatever breakfast that there's served.
Front door, you say? Okay. How do you expect us to be able to do that? Some of us aren't really that sneaky.
Well, so it seems like a lot of business happens at night, so the sooner we get there, they're probably still sleeping off the previous night's drink.
I definitely believe that. What do you think, Jewel?
Well, I think there are going to be a lot of men in there, a lot of people. I think if anything, I wear their color. Maybe if I just walk in, they
I mean, do you guys know anything else about the Red Brands?
question my air of authority.
I mean, could you convince them that you work for them?
No.
Okay.
Well, that idea might not be a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always case the place and try and find an extra entrance in. Seems that
Someone said case.
Oh, there he is.
I would love to case the place.
I'm missing the reference, sorry.
Slim Lenny, Lost Mines, 2022, April.
Slim Lenny and how? I just got an idea. Slim Lenny, how about you and Tunky go through the front, try to chat it up there? Not well. What kind of good distraction would you be able to provide to allow the rest of us?
Whoa. I
don't want to alert anyone that we're there.
Or distraction. I am stealthy.
I mean, if we saw any other entrance around there.
Guys,
Well,
remember the red cloaks that I gave you the previous night? Like, can't you just disguise yourselves and walk in like you're from a different town?
Did I have time to get it hemmed? I don't know. I'm kind of small.
And as long as I don't do much talking, we all know how well that's going to help us out. But I
I'm
could
just
roll a
saying,
12.
that's probably one of our best routes.
How about you and Slim Lenny be top notch? I'll be the bodyguard. We'll be the bodyguards. Looking
They
at
know who I am. They all know
I feel like
me.
I also look like a bodyguard. I'm not good at talking or hiding.
Okay, here's the deal. Put me in restraints, and you guys can put on your cloaks and take me in as a prisoner.
Hmm.
Punky.
I mean, that would work. I would hang back a little bit, but I'll follow you in.
Seems to work for me.
I
just-
like
just-
the idea of casing it first, though. Like,
Oh,
maybe we
yes.
should know
Sorry,
what we.
after we case it.
Okay.
So think about this. We killed 2 of the red brands in front of his buddy, and his buddy is the one that told us to go in the front door. That's not really a trustworthy thing. So we can, but we just need to be extra cautious for traps.
I mean, as long as we go in there prepared, I think we'll be good to be able to fend for ourselves should anything go upside down.
Just need to be cautious, and the sooner we get there, the better. More of them will probably still be asleep.
All right. I think I've got everything ready.
And scene.
Nice. Very good. Do you guys play? No, that's. I mean, like that's it. That's exactly correct. Are we casing the
Depends on
joint
what-
first, or are we going in?
Well,
I
I think
didn't
the
get
plan
it.
was
Yeah,
a
what was
quick
the-
a quick case by the stealthy people, and then depending, I mean, if we see something really alarming, then obviously not in the front door, but most likely. I mean, I guess I'm
Yeah,
speaking.
no, that's great.
if
No,
anyone-
that's perfect.
anyone
This is
better.
literally what we need. We just need one person to make the declaration for the group, and you guys can. Some teams even say like, "Hey, like we'll roll a dice, and that person is the declaration for the team," or like this person just always is. They're just like the loudest, and they like make it. That's or it's like we take turns and like we say what goes, or just fucking Robert's rules. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
okay,
we
yeah,
just
quick case. You
we're
said
gonna
yeah.
we're gonna all poop in a bag and put it on the front step and light it on fire.
An old man in red, an old man in red overalls
with
comes
this.
out and says, "Call the fire department, Marilyn. Got another flamer."
Oh yeah, but no, yeah, we're casing first, and then
All right. Let me just pull something up quick. What is this farm called? I'm sorry, there's just like a deep cut that I hadn't planned on using, but it's actually kind of appropriate. Okay, cool. So who's going on the Slim Lenny? You're going for the case.
100%.
Okay, you want to look at the map?
Okay.
Okay. You see how there's like 3 steps up to Trizendar Manor, like steps like geographic,
Yes.
geological, I get more so topographical. And there's
STEPPS.
okay.
Yes.
Hell yeah. And there's like a forest down below.
Yes.
And there are some plains to the north with some, minor tree clusters. What's your route look like? Give me your casing options. Case it, baby boy.
I would like to. So we're leaving the Sleeping Giant.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming east. We're turning north, following that path. Get up the first
Steep,
steep,
step
and
steep,
then
whatever.
cut the path there and cut up towards like those bushes in front of Trezendar or trees
Nice.
or whatever they are.
Trezendar.
Trezendar.
Just come in with that fantasy. That's what it is. This is fantasy, baby boy. This is Trezendar. I am the knight. I am the knight of Trezendar.
Trezendar Prime.
No, manor. And you come up. Make a perception check.
All right, not deception, but
No,
perception.
no, perception.
They're in alphabetical order. It's a 15.
Okay. You see a little halfling boy. Overalls. He's not in Trezendar Manor. He's like in the front yard, just like walking on the outskirts. He looks so just inquisitive. He's just looking over the ledge of the hill. He's throwing a rock. He's got like a little fishing rod, because there is a river far away, where a lot of the mining happens in every direction. And you see him walking. He's got his little overalls rolled up, just a little halfling boy. And he doesn't look like he's in danger. He doesn't look like he should be worried about getting murdered by bandits or criminals. It seems very safe. So
I don't like him. I don't like him.
that's fine. I mean, you could roll an insight check, but you can tell that he's just a little. He looks like when Fat Tony was a little boy.
So you said I can roll insight.
If you'd like to look at the little boy and be like, "What the fuck is this little boy?" Like, I don't trust him.
Yeah, like we were sent here for bandits, and there's a little fisher
There's
boy.
a little
like,
fisher boy up here, just like sheepishly looking around the mountains, like he's.
Oh my gosh.
That's a nat 20, 25.
Okay, nice.
Wow.
Yeah, he just looks like a little halfling boy who's adventuring. He looks like Curiosity killed the cat. Like he looks like in that Dennis the Menace movie where he's just like, "Hey, Mr. Wilson," and he's just walking around. That's who this is. Like you could imagine this little boy's name is Dennis. But like not in a bad way. Like he looks like he's never been in trouble in his life. From with that insight, you definitely know that he's a little boy. His parents are probably farmers. His parents probably run. In fact, there's a couple big farms south of the town that you could tell his family is probably his family runs one of the small farms just south of the city. Halflings are typically, agricultural laborers. Potatoes, precious. And you tell, it's just a little farmer boy. Po-rum-pum-pum-pum.
I'll kind of like, how far is he from me? Like, can I?
Yeah, he's not far at all. He's within earshot. You also realize that, like, for him to just be walking like that, you look pretty stupid hiding behind a bush. Like, it's just there doesn't seem to be any like danger. With that perception and that insight, you sense zero danger at all.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll call out and just kind of like hey. Psh.
Hello? And he
What's
starts walking over. Hello?
what's going on up here?
Well, I was out on an adventure this morning. didn't catch any damn fish, but I like to walk around up here. There's not a lot of people that hang out here, so I just like to come up here and have some fun and be in it. I'm adventuring.
Ah, I like an adventure too. Is there anything anywhere unusual up here, or anywhere you would like to go?
You've heard about the Wetlands?
Have you heard about the Wetlands?
Yeah. Me and my friend Pip were up here,
Yeah.
and we saw some Wetlands come. We saw some Wetlands leave the inn, and we followed them up the path, and we saw them. They didn't go up the path. They when they were walking home, they went like down. They went into the forest down.
Like south of here?
Yeah, and which way south?
That way.
Yeah, and that it was down there in that forest, and we walked down there. And so, listen, Pip didn't come with me because he's afraid. I walked down there, and in the forest, I saw the Wetlands. They went inside of it's some kind of like, it smelled like poop, and it was like a big poop hole in the mountain.
Would you be able to show me where that is? Or tell me specifics?
For 2 copper.
I'll take out a silver piece and flip it to him.
Whoa. Okay, I won't let you down. Okay, let's go. And he suddenly starts walking like crouched, like 007. He starts walking like really fast too for like a little halfling boy. He crouches and he starts walking really fast, like bam, 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 as he's like power walking. And then he finds like a little goat trail that slaloms down the top step here. And you're following him on these just like, fun little, you're watching out for the rocks. You guys make it down to the forest. It's a little exhausting keeping up with him because he's very excited. And as he moves through the trees, he shows you this opening. It's a tunnel, and it's just coming out of the base of the steeps. There's like a little tunnel, and he says, I saw a couple the Wetlands at night disappear, and then when I sat here and watched for them, some other Wetlands came out of here, and they were carrying a lot of like naughty things, and he points to the sword at your hip. He's like, there was a bunch of those that were coming into the tunnel, and like there was some people leaving with just like a ton of other shiny things. It's just like there was some people. It's scary. It's very scary. Are you going in there?
Possibly.
That's
Is there
crazy.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Wetlands?
No, other than I hope you kicked him in the head.
There may possibly be lots of head kicking. Where does your family live?
My mom's name is Kalina Helderleaf. We live. So, do you know where the Helderleaf farm is?
Sounds familiar.
You wouldn't have any idea where that is off the top of your head, but you can write it down if you want.
The Kalina Helderleaf.
Yeah, just write down the Helderleaf farm, and that is
Okay.
where he lives. And he says, if you want to come over sometime, we'd love to have you over for dinner. My mom loves making dinner.
Well, maybe after we kick in some Red Brand's heads, me and the boys will come. And the lady will come visit.
Okay, cool, dude. And he smiles, and he just like a little kid, he like turns and runs away like in a scamper. And as he's running away, you see Carp, the young halfling farmer, level up as he runs away.
Cool. I will make note of where I am and what like the entrance in my journal to share with others.
Sure.
A poop tunnel.
A poop shoot.
So Jewel, you now know the poop tunnel. He didn't let us know that he went back to the group and you made note to tell the team, and then you go back, assuming
Yes.
and
Sorry.
and no, it's perfect because how it works is like you said you didn't say end scene or progress the story, and I kind of no, it's just a good example. Like I kind of mentioned it, but it was perfect because Josephine picked up with the next scene. So like it did like progress. It was a little, and then you end scene, you're writing in your journal like the location, shaking your head like smiling about the little boy and writing in the location. And then the scene cuts black, fades black, and then it just opens like close up of Jewel's face, like a poop tunnel. as you just finish, as you go back in expo dump, yeah, it's just like fade to black, and then opens a poop tunnel.
I'm like,
You're telling me.
So get back to so plan it up. You have the choice of going either way.
don't mind going that way at all.
So I think the poop tunnel's the best bet. Yeah, a little stinkier, but the halfling boy seemed unfazed up on top of the hill, so I don't think there's much up there.
Did you happen to smell methane?
That's a good question.
Serious question. I need to know this. It's for our safety.
I did
Or
not take a
I
chance
could
to
just
sniff.
blow them. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, the time's running out. We need to get moving.
Yep, let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Poop tunnel it is.
Follow me.
Hello,
Okay.
follow me.
Abe's Oddworld. Abe's Odyssey. So where do you guys go? You hurry up to where?
Poop tunnel.
Poop tunnel.
Poop tunnel.
Great. Let me change the chapter. One second. Core.
Yep.
What kind of monastery did you go to? I'm assuming somebody asked you that on the way there. I just have to look something up quick. It might take me like 30 seconds, but like what kind of, just go ahead, what kind of monastery did Core go to? Someone asked you on the way there. You didn't have to go to a monastery if you don't want to be like a monastic monk. You do whatever, but like where did you learn to be so chill?
Yeah, it was man, I was looking at the map a bit. It was in the mountains. But do you want me to go by like the monastic order thing, or just like this other
Yeah, whatever you
thing
want.
that I was
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
you're thinking. Yeah, hell yeah. Someone asked you.
Yeah.
Someone could take ownership and say that they were the ones that asked. But how did you get so chill? Where'd you learn to be so chill?
So it's a combination from growing up as a half in with the elves. Like I never felt like I was fully a part of them, but I was also really like with um the trees and stuff. And so I took that kind of oneness feeling, and I went to this monastery up in the mountains, and then they were too chill, but they taught me how to fight. And after a while, I just got bored with that, and I decided to go see the world that I was hearing so many things about.
That's really cool. It's like you learn this like lawful chillness, but eventually we're just like, there's probably a lot of stuff out there that we could learn, you know,
Right.
by being chill. Very good, man. Um, that's perfect. Okay.
So you just wander the world and show up?
Yeah,
Why?
I want to see it.
You have money?
I find it from here to there. I'm a storyteller.
Where do you find money?
A lot of folks just give you stuff if you go on random quests and stuff. I mean, that's what we're doing.
I have directives from my boss here.
Yeah, but I'm assuming you're gonna share some of that gold with us.
How do you know there's gold involved? This is an order from my boss.
Well, it's your boss who gives you the money.
She said if I don't do this, I can't work anymore.
Well, if you decide not to share any gold with us, that's cool. But that's how I get my money. I go on random quests. Sometimes you have trustworthy companions, sometimes you don't.
That was very philosophical. I like that a lot. You guys get to the cave. You get to this like tunnel entrance, this poo-poo tunnel entrance. And it's dark at the entrance. There was a very cold breeze coming through it, like a typical dank, dark tunnel would. And you can tell this definitely was just some kind of sewer system. I mean, ages ago, it probably goes to a well of some kind that way back in the day, it was a typical rich people sewer, Sewer doesn't have to mean like poop goes out only. They could also be just pulling fresh water in, but it's a long, dark, cold tunnel.
That's so much better than what I thought was the alternative. Because, poop doesn't only have to go out. I'm like, does it go back in?
No. I meant like the tunnel. Like the tunnel, like a sewer tunnel doesn't always have to be about like fleeing poop.
I'm so glad you clarified that though. I was like, I don't know where he's going with this one.
Yeah, I'm imagining this being similar to like the Barrow Downs in It.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, it's like it's definitely like 5, 6, 7 feet tall.
Creepy clown lives inside.
Yes.
Now we just need to have a gangbang to defeat him.
Oh God, no! Stop. Okay. I hear there was a lot of cocaine involved. We'll just leave it at that.
Lots of drugs.
Outrageous. Okay, so does that mean you guys go in?
Yeah, yes.
We're just talking about this outside.
Oh, really? Okay.
This one time I heard about this creepy alien clown that was also in a tunnel like this. A bunch of little kids went inside.
They're like, oh, I've heard that story.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a bard that told that tale. A cold now the breeze is starting to be like you're more towards this opening of a large natural cavern that you guys walk into. What's the marching order?
I'm in the back.
I will I'll lead up the front looking for traps.
I'll be in front of Tonky.
I'll be back.
I'll be behind Slim Lenny, is it?
Yeah, and Jewel, you were in the middle? Or what did you say?
Yeah, in front of Tonky, like middle back.
Okay. Looks like you and T-Fob are both like wanting to be like back but before Tonky. So I'll have you and T-Fob walking by each other. with Tonki behind you, you're kind of like escorting the little guy. And Core and Slim Lenny are in the front. Slim, you said you were looking for traps. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, 13.
It seems empty up ahead. Seems clear, and there is with that you can smell as you're up ahead. Like you're looking for traps. You're observing for like any danger, and you smell something just like this. It was very faint at first. It's a fairly faint smell in general. It is a faint smell, but when you realize that it is like decaying flesh, you're smelling a dead body. It's a faint. It's still a faint smell. It's not like mountains of rotting corpses, but there is a faint smell of decaying flesh. And ahead of you is so in front of you, running parallel with you. So kind of like how you are walking north. There is a crevasse that starts running north as well. As you get into this big crevasse, it's divided. The cave is divided by this crevasse and flanked by two rough stone columns that support a ceiling above you that's about 20 feet high. There's two to your in front of you and to the right where the crevasse is. There are two arched wooden bridges that span this chasm. This chasmous crevasse.
Just kind of look up and wonder.
Is it lit in here at all?
Hell yeah, it's always lit in here.
Oh, it's lit. Also, I can like move to the far back if it's like weird, if there's not enough space for us to walk together.
No, your marching order is fine. It is a little tight, so you guys will kind of start squeezing as you squeeze in to this tight cavernous crevasse.
Are we making noise or are we like?
Slim
Is there water all over the place?
Slim Lenny's in the front with Core. And they haven't made any stealth checks as of yet, but it seems like they were, they very quietly walked into this room and they looked for traps and they found none. T-Fob is here and Tonki will be in the way back. I'm going to pull you guys over to the map in a second. Oh, there we go. Yeah, never mind. That says 100 feet to the forest. That's good to know. Token layer. But Slim Lenny, when you walk into this room and everybody's like following behind you, what is your thought process? What's Slim Lenny doing?
Checking for threats, but also trying to ascertain the most direct route, if I could hear or see.
Right in front of you is one of the wooden bridges that crosses the chasm, and up ahead there's another bridge. And there's these two large stone columns. So right in front of you, you see a massive stone column, like right in front of you, and a wooden bridge to your right in front of you. and you can go left, like you can like a T-shape intersection, like you can go left, and the cavern just there's like a cave hole. There's a wall. It's a nice, well cut stone, so I don't picture like a cave, but it was like this was a dugout area. The tunnel's leading out to your left. There's a nice, intricate hallway to the left, and to the right over the bridge is another hallway. And in front of you, you can definitely see it's dark, but you can see more cave, crevasse like running ahead of you, a very, very distant opening, and that you can hear straight ahead. So you can, there's a couple different things you can do.
You said to the
Bat cave.
to the left.
Is like a hallway.
I'll motion that we should move to the left.
I follow.
Just gonna pull everybody up a little further in. And Slim Lenny, as you're motioning people left and you start filling in the cave, sneaking up, you hear. I'll do a voice, but I want to just explain a little bit. A very insidious voice inside your head. And
Okay.
It says, did you bring us meat? And around you is just like darkness. And you hear that in your head.
Can folks with dark vision see anything?
Nope. I mean, other than what I explained before, no.
Okay.
You just see it a lot better.
Mhm.
Can I try and detect where that stench of rotten body is coming from?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, it's bad.
It's okay. How bad?
The dice was a 3. The die was a 3, so 4.
Yeah, you can tell it's definitely coming from the cave that you just walked into. You're in the room with the Stinchy corpse somewhere in this cave.
You said that we had the choice between going left or right, and we went left.
Yeah, you guys started going left.
So if I'm like at the back, could I have just like kind of like maybe just made a perception or something to like look down the right or listen down the right path before I walked to follow them to the left?
Absolutely. You
Or can I
can.
do
You
that,
don't.
like, now if we're
Yeah,
still just
you
in that
can.
area?
You can make a perception check. Definitely. In fact, you are where everybody came in at. Like when Slim Lenny first walked into the cave, and he's okay. Let's head left. He started walking left. You're about right where he was when
I
he
would
first
have,
came in the
put my
cave.
ear to the right hand side.
Okay.
Of the
Make a perception check.
whatever. Oh, it's a 5.
It's very quiet.
Okay.
It's very quiet, and Slim Lenny stops as something is like whispering in his head.
Hey, you doing okay? I ask Slimline.
Shut up.
Shut
up.
Let's see here. Make a deception check, Slim Lenny. I'll let you do this. You can roll for it, or you can just do your passive deception, which is 10 plus your deception.
Let's roll. Well, my deception's 0, so am I hoping I can roll more than a 10?
Yeah, that's
Luck.
Go. 18.
Okay. That is enough. Nice. That's actually very good. And you hear the laugh after it asks for if you brought it meat. It says maybe you're my meat.
At least it didn't ask me about my car's extended warranty.
This is where
car.
Bilbo should have killed Gollum. Just saying.
Yeah, he should have definitely.
Before the riddle started, he should have just murked that motherfucker.
Just straight up murdered him.
But then the ring would have never been destroyed.
Whoa, there's a twist.
So none of us hear this.
Nope, this is just in Slim Lenny's head for now.
Slim Leonard keeps heading down the hallway then, right?
If that's what you want to do.
Hell yeah.
Core keeps following.
Okay, you guys start moving a little bit further down the hallway. 1 second.
Are we supposed to be seeing a map?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I know.
I decided not to put a map because like you guys are doing a really good job. Like I feel like showing you the map is only gonna like paint another picture in your mind. So like whatever you're picturing right now, like you guys are doing great as you start now moving left down the hallway. Let's see here. T-Fob, make a deception charisma check. You can take your passive 10 plus your deception, or you can roll for it.
Is that the right one? No.
I'm not watching the chat. I never watched the roll.
Sorry,
You have to
18.
tell me. Yeah, 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay. Nice. It again. You hear in your head. Take another step, and I'll eat the little one. And then you are suddenly aware that Tonki is like still behind you.
Still behind me. I say the loudest and quietest I can. I say stop.
Okay.
Stop.
What is it?
There's something in my head, and something. It's not good. I don't know if I'm going crazy or not, but there's something in my head. It's the warning one of the little ones to not go any further, or something about a trap.
Yeah, trap. Stop. It's a trap. Stop. Take another step, and it's a trap. And it is like echoing through your head.
Oh man, it's repeating. I don't think we should check something. I don't know. I'm not feeling good anymore. It won't leave my head. It won't leave my head.
And Jewel, in your head, you hear, "What's your cost? What's your fee? What you gonna pay? Pay. There's always a price. Somebody's gotta pay."
I light up my mace with the light cantrip and just like
Nice.
look around and like look at everyone.
Make looking around with a light that you cast. Make a perception check.
That's a 12.
Okay. You see the cave is empty in front of you. You're now closer to the hallway. And now when you look kind of behind you, you see to your right where you came in, you see the bridge in the middle, and you see this large stone column that's holding up the 20-foot high ceiling. And you can't tell where this is coming from other than it's in your head. It's telepathing into your head.
Okay.
But I do want to say this
okay.
too. I do want to say this too. Right as you turn to scan and look, it whatever it is ducked its head away. Like for the people who are like the theater of the mind. Like you just missed it. It like popped its head away as you turned the light on and looked around. Spooky, you know. A bat falls from the ceiling and takes off through the tunnel.
I say we should find it and kill it.
Tonki, you and Core have no idea what's going on yet, other than you've been told to stop and there's voices going on in people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
Jewel, did you see anything?
Jewel says no. And
What?
he asked Jewel, did you see anything? And like, you know, I just assumed like you probably just didn't hear
I
it.
thought he said, did you all?
Oh, oh no, did Jewel like? No, I believe he said Jewel. I couldn't quite tell either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what
okay.
happened.
So I was just like, well, whatever. Jewel didn't see anything at all, so I guess there's nothing to communicate to. But yeah, either way, you guys like you're frozen now. You're stuck, and in all of your heads, you hear what's the cost? What's the price? And it like echoes. What's the cost? What's the price? As it echoes through your heads.
I am going to run a history check on that to see if I recognize what it is, or if I know it from old lore. That is going to be a 15.
Can you tell me if Tonki would know anything about abjurations? Abjuration creatures. Abjurations being alien creatures.
No.
Okay.
I would know things about Tonki would know things about the Fae and like underground creatures, but not
Okay.
abjuration.
Nothing that's seemingly alien to the normal world. The world
Fae?
that only has the one plane.
Well, no,
yeah, it's not Fae. It's abjurate. Yeah, Fae is more spirit. Fae is spirit to this plane. Is spiritual to this plane and divinity. But like an abjuration is something like fucking. Why is it on Earth? Is it like if ET landed on Earth and then like 10,000 years later was still here? Like, what the fuck is that thing, dude? But yeah, you know that this is definitely seeming alien to you. That's about it. And it says in your heads, everybody's, why are you here? Are you here to bring food or be food?
Show yourself.
Come into the light.
That's some food for you if you would like some. Are you hungry? Are you thirsty?
It peeks its head around the corner and looks at you, Tonki. Actually, let's do this. There's 5 of you, right? It peeks its head around the corner. It's behind the stone column, that's in front of you guys and deeper into the cave, the stone column. And it peeks around it. And Jewel, you're the first one to see it peek its head around, and it's just this, like, there is this nasty scale of skin, weird looking, like, hard natural flesh, and the face, what would be the face of somebody, like somebody's face, is just a giant fucking eyeball instead of a face. And you look, yeah, you're laughing. Roll a Constitution saving throw as you look into this nasty eyeball that peeks around the corner.
15.
Nice. Okay, that's awesome. As you look into its eye, it just blinks and hides back behind the column. And you hear laughing, murderous laughter in its head. You hear some scampering around. Everybody could probably hear some of the scampering of rocks and stuff from behind the column now. And it says...
I turn to the group and I'm like, it's a monster.
Yeah. And it says, have it your way. Dinner time. And let's just take a quick break. Do you guys want to take a 5 or a 10 minute break?
Let's do a 10.
Cool. Let's come back at 8:50.
Cool.
Alrighty.
See you guys soon.
Okay.
Indirect tactics, efficiently applied, are inexhaustible.
I was muted here. I want to take a quick biological break, but also have you guys come back with us in 9 minutes now. So set a timer. You're going to listen to Moonfunk Love, and you're going to listen to Four Eyes by Culla. Culla's coming to Minneapolis May 7th, 9 p.m. at the Driftwood Char Bar. We'll be right back. That's my performance check. 18. Plus, I like to think I'm proficient, which gives me at least a +2. My charisma might be 2, so maybe 22. Not a bad performance. This performance is brought to you by Color Music. This is the map that you guys see on the radio. Isn't that cool? This is what I do this is what I do during the show. You're not fucking wrong, Tree Nudes. There have been more wrong people before, but not you, buddy. Let's just, we're coming back in another minute, but I want to say hi to you guys. This is gonna be a cute little fun little encounter. I did not think that we were gonna come in this way, because I didn't think that people were gonna case out the joint like that, let alone send the halfling, also have the halfling roll well, etc. So this is really cool that this is the route it came, because this is for the DM. This is why it's fun for me too. I did not plan on it going this way. I was prepared. I knew how to come through this way. And I just was like, cool, that's like really fun, but like they're gonna do it this way. This is gonna be the more conventional way to go in, and it's like, cool, they did it. Like they got this fun little secret back door. I'm gonna head back to the adventuring lobby and take you guys to the big monitor, skadoosh, where we are looking at a completely different map. Look at that. This really came in from. This is gonna be cute as balls. This is gonna be cute ass balls. Ass balls. Yeah, back to the adventuring lobby. Welcome back, friends and adventurers. Have a little bit of time still. If you're no rush, if you're finishing up your bathroom break, whatever it might be. Chibo! Hey baby boy.
Yeah. Feed that hungry cat.
Hey Murdoch. Come here, you little dickhead. You little rat bastard. Come up. He looks sleepy as fuck. Come on up, buddy. Come on.
No snacks yet?
Not yet.
We're snack attacking now.
There he is.
Ooh. He's looking sleepy. Sleepy, dude? Let's get you your treats, bro. You've been waiting all week for these.
Oh, is he wearing a little bow tie?
Yeah, he's got a bow tie.
Hell yeah, that's a classy motherfucker.
You have to toss me.
You'll have to toss me. Murdoch, show me.
Don't tell the elf.
He's a good cat. These delicious cat treats are brought to you by Kachava.
Oh my god.
Oh, Tree Nudes, you got a treat too? Hell yeah, Murdoch. While you're up here, buddy, let's get you fed. Jude.
Back, by the way, I'm just enjoying an Italian sausage.
Yum. In honor of our deceased rogue friend, Fat Tony.
We've already
Bad
picked
tone.
Trainude's next meatball character.
Who's this
Yes.
Rest in pepperoni.
meatball character? Rest in pepperoni.
Rest in pepperoni.
Who's your next meatball character?
Oh, you'll figure it out.
Oh hell yeah, I like this. The suspense.
After this TPK that's gonna happen in the next 10 minutes,
No.
you'll figure it out.
10 minutes in game, 7 hours in real life.
Pope as
Does he
usual.
look like I'm wearing?
Skadoosh.
That's what you hope.
Alright, Murdoch, get down, you little bastard. He's
Bye,
redeemed.
Murdoch.
He's redeemed his cuteness for the day. He's earned his rent. Okay. Do you guys see where you're at in the map?
Yep.
You guys
Yeah.
heard scampering after Jewel was peering over. T-Fob was kind of looking left around the column. Jewel was looking over his right, and he peeked over, and Tonki was maybe looking down the hallway to the right. But yeah, you hear that and some scampering, and some cackling. The crevasse next to you, Tonki, is like 20 feet deep. It goes pretty far down into some darkness.
Damn.
Yes.
Can I see the bottom? I
Yeah.
should be able to.
Yeah, you can see the bottom. It's just like you'd get hurt if you fell. And I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative. Let me get the turn order popped up first. Sorry, I can do that now. Go ahead, click on your token and roll for that sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, welcome to my terrible initiative.
Welcome to hell.
Wow. Well, I rolled an 11. I see we got a couple of nat ones in the turn order. And they're not for me.
I will share this with you, Jules, since you did get a look at it. Everybody can look at it. But just like that's what's lurking
God.
in the darkness.
Monstrosity.
Hello, friend.
Oh, hey, young man. Let's see here. And who goes first? T-Fob, you're up first.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Kick his ass, kick his ass. He hasn't
You
popped
throw the
out.
salt.
Salt. Let's say, oh, I feel like he's gonna come out from and maybe come at us. Before. Oh. I'm ready. If anything gets close to me, if it gets close to me within melee range, I'm gonna ready a longsword attack at it.
Okay.
That'll be for my turn.
I'm sorry, you didn't tell me you crossed the bridge.
Sorry, I crossed the bridge.
Yeah, I've not so I just like where I'm at, since we're not in person and I don't see you like move your token across the map. Yeah, for me and for people in Radio Land, like I'm strictly doing this audio for the most part. I have like a monitor up, but I'm looking at like the monster stat block. I'm looking at the environment that you're around. So yeah, I didn't catch it if you said you went over the bridge, if you moved right. I think I heard you say like I'd imagine he'd come from over here or something. But yeah, sorry, I was also reading that. I missed it. The bridge collapses, man.
After I cross it or before?
Yeah, the bridge was trapped.
All right.
There's no check to save. There's no check to there's only a check to investigate the construction of the bridge. So you, upon like going across it, you fall, man, and you're gonna take some damage. You're sitting at the bottom of this crevasse, covered in rubble. You're proned. You're covered in rubble, and you are gonna be taking 8 bludgeoning damage as you just smash through that bridge and hit the bottom of the crevasse.
It's clear.
Outrageous, bro. That's too funny. I'm just getting everybody's character sheets open here. T-Fob. T-Fob, then Jewel is gonna go. Then Slim. Then Core, then Master Tonki. And then Nothic, whose character sheet I had open, but of course, fucking closed it.
Always.
You read the stat block, and then you go, cool, got it, and you close it. Fuck, goddamn it. Yeah, T-Fob, you hit the bottom of the crevasse, and you hear like a crumbling noise while you're proned. And Tonki, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 8.
Okay, Tonki, you are going to take a massive heap of damage. As T-Fob falls down through the bridge and crashing, you hear out loud. You all hear out loud. And as Tonki, you have direct line of sight on it. You look over to where you heard that, and the creature uses this gaze. Its eye, as you look over and with your dark vision can see it, you see its eye like its iris tornado kind of, and this creeping black energy come out of it. As you look into its rotting gaze, you are gonna take 8 necrotic damage.
Oh, I'm bloodied.
Yeah, as you look at it, you just feel this like sinking darkness just go right into your body. Your eyes even get tinted black, like the bloodshot, wizard eyes that you have. Just like the red veins turn black as this rotten gaze just starts consuming your eyes. And Jewel, you're up.
Right. So I'm going to step towards the edge of where the bridge would be broken.
Okay.
And if I prone myself, extend my weapon as far as I can, and dude take a running jump onto me on his turn.
Can T-Fob climb up you?
Yeah.
Can you help him up? Make an athletics check. And this is going to be you readying your body as an anchor onto this wall and yelling down to T-Fob yo bro, ladder up. And this is your athletics check preparing to do it. Cool. What is your athletics?
Sorry, I clicked it, but I'm not sure if it went.
19.
19
Nice.
athletics. That's a very sound athletics. As you lay your arm down for T-Fob. Tonki, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. And you see where the Nothic is. You very much, it talked out loud and showed itself to you.
Okay.
Tonki, because you staring at it. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, fuck that! And I'm just gonna fucking immediately grab the crystal out of my skull, slam it into my other fist, and I'm shooting 3 darts at this motherfucker.
Nice. Magic missiles?
Yeah.
You like load your ring like it's a fucking gun with this crystal and put your hand out. Poof, poof, poof. 3d4 plus 3.
3 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage. Get fucked.
What's the total? 3 damage, 4 damage, 3 damage. It's 10.
3, 4, 4.
3, 4, 4. 11.
11.
Cool. Yeah,
And then
you
I am
slap him
gonna-
for 11 damage.
Yep, and I'm running behind this rock and gonna try and take as much cover as I can.
Yeah, your eyes are like you can feel this black ichor rotting your gaze. And you're like, yeah, before I go blind, motherfucker, I'm taking your eyeball. And you just, just yeet 3 crystals right into its face as it just, this powder erupts in front of it. Shakes it off.
That's
Slim
it.
Lenny, you're up.
The slimmest Lenny. I'm going to do a little hop, skip, and a jump.
Mm-hmm.
Come over here by Jewel.
Okay.
So I see the Neversoft eyeball there.
Yep.
Good
And-
God.
And I'm gonna make a short bow.
Sure, yeah,
Or
roll
tap.
for it. Let it rip, Tater Chip.
16.
Okay. 16 is a hit. Roll for damage.
And that's
1d6 plus your
1d6?
dexterity.
1d6
Plus
plus 3. Ooh, that's a 4.
Back up, Nothic. This bad boy does 1d6.
But I have lucky. It says when you roll a 1 on an attack roll,
That's not
ability
damage.
check.
Yeah. Oh.
Attack. Oh, attack. Yeah,
Yep.
attack roll.
That's for your
Not
chance to hit.
damage.
Yep.
Got
Which,
it.
like, a lot of people don't really... Like Lucky's good because you can re-roll a 1. Obviously, that's awesome. But you have a 1 in 20 chance of rolling a 1. When it's
Right.
for your chance to hit... Like, when you roll a 1 for chance to hit, you have potential of, like, losing your weapon, dealing damage to yourself or a teammate. Like, it's so bad to roll a 1 for chance to hit that the fact that this lets you... Like, you'll never suffer a critical fail. The
Right.
critical fail only applies to chance to hit most of the time. Like, skill checks, it really doesn't matter. Nat or fail or success. But, like, wow. Like, you'll never suffer a critical fail by taking a halfling.
I'll never shoot myself in the foot.
Nope. You'll never shoot yourself in the foot. But you dealt 4
So,
damage, you shoot it with the bow, and it glances off its armor. Like, it hits it, and it does damage, but the arrow ricochets off.
Okay, and then I'll attempt to hide behind Jewel with my cunning action.
Jewel is prone right now, so I'm going to say that you're attempting to hide behind one of the bridge, like, posts.
Posts, yeah.
Yeah, just make a stealth roll.
Cool.
You'll kind of use Jewel in the post.
That's a 16.
16. Groovy. Core, you're up.
I'm gonna go over here, right behind Sir Tonky, and give him a potion.
A healing potion.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, you're handing it to me, or you're administrating it, or administering it?
Yeah, you can. This is what we'll do. You can use a free action to just hand him the potion, or you can use your action to administer it. And if you administer it to him, you're like yelling like "Tonky, open your mouth!" and you're pouring it in. And you can roll 2d4 plus 2 to see how much of that health potion you can get in Tonky's mouth.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool. Roll 2d4 plus 2.
I think I'm turned
Yeet.
on.
You see Tonky's
Oh, yeah.
eyes melting, and you're like, "Holy fuck, yo, Tonky, like drink this up, dude. Like your eyes do not look good." Okay, so Tonki, take take 6 HP.
Yeah.
Tonki, take HP. Nice job, Core. What a fun little thing to just like, yo, dude. You know what? Before we get into this, let's do. You gotta get rid of your eyes, man. I've seen that before, dude. That's a party foul, man.
Dude, it's not chill, man. Not chill.
That's too good.
Bad vibes.
Any bonus actions, Core? Any more movement? Anything else?
There was something. Yeah.
I'll just move on to T-Fob.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Fob,
sorry.
you are no worries. I just because everybody else kind of had like a very stagnant, like either exhausted all their stuff or had like nothing else to do, and I wasn't sure because T-Fob,
Right.
you're at the bottom of the crevasse. You're covered in rubble. You're prone, and as you're laying on your rump, and you've got like the dizzy stars like going above your head, you're like easy peasy lemon squeezy. The like circle star going above your head, and you like shake it off. You look up and Jules like laying down, like holding her like arm out, her like meaty forearm, her like ripped especially because her arm is like bracing over a crevasse. It's like cutting off some circulation. Her arm is just like rippling, wiry, like bulging bicep and like forearm, yelling down for you to like jump on. It's gonna take you. If you would like to do that option, it's going to take you half your movement to stand up, and depending on what your strength score is going to determine how high you can high jump, and then that is what's up.
He should have advantage because I'm giving the help action.
When he rolls his athletics check. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep. Absolute. And that's what I'm saying. It's going to take you half your movement to stand up, no matter what. And if you choose to jump up to Jules' arm, I'm gonna need to know what your strength score is.
Okay. I'm gonna assume my speed is 30.
Your speed is 30. Yep, and you use 15 of it to stand up.
All right, I'll use that 15 and I'll roll with advantage for the athletics.
Right. I need to know first what your strength score is, though.
It's 16.
Your high jump is not that high. But if you get your high jump, especially your high jump without getting, because you can take 10 feet of running speed to jump higher, but you're going to run out of movement because your actual jump, your flying jump, also counts in your well of 30 feet of movement. So half of it's expended. Your high jump is only about 8, maybe 10 if you're 10 feet. Give me the strength check, the athletics check of your life, as you're going to try and like, in soldiers or when people like run at a wall and they get like 2 or 3 steps up and then they do that like lunge like straight up in the air.
Yep.
This is athleticism at its finest. And you're wearing armor with your shield and sword, Just give me I hate to do this, but you're gonna have a DC because I'm kind of pushing the rules a little bit for your movement speed, provided you can overcome this athletic feat. This is gonna be a DC 18 athletics, but you have advantage because Jewel is there to help swing you up. So DC 18 athletics. It's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
Oh, not one, baby. Not yet. Oh, 19.
Oh my gosh!
Holy shit.
There it is.
Dude, 19.
Talk to me, Stacy.
Who's Stacy? Who the fuck is Stacy, dude? T-Fob, you stand up, dude. You stand up and you leap. and you parkour up the wall a little bit, and right as it looks like you're not about to grab, like it look like you can't quite tell if you've made it or not, and you start to like fall forward, and Jules' arm just clasps you because of that advantage you made it. So it's like Jules' arm definitely swings down, and you guys grab Dylan, and you just
It's like the panther sound, like clap.
And then
nice.
you swing him up, and so you're both prone at the base of the crevasse. And since Lenny is there, I'm gonna say you swung over on this side.
Sounds
as you
good.
jumped up, and she had her arm down and swings you up. You're both prone on that side.
Before that ends, I look over at Jewel. I said, "Thank you. Didn't think your arm would hold."
Yeah, nice.
I'm like grimacing like really hard as I like pull him up. I'm just like, ah.
Yeah. You have a really
it's like
strong
not
arm.
attractive.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like bulging eye, exhausted. You also didn't think your arm was gonna hold it. Yeah, you swung him up, and let's see here.
I mean, I have a 14 strength. It's not bad.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome. And it helped out, and you rolled a 19 athletics, which is technically higher than you guys both rolled 19 athletics at the end. So you're both you both did a very strong equal job there. And the Nothic disappears. Soldier Boy Totem. Jewel, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry.
No, I didn't tell you it was your turn yet. The Nothic was going. Yeah. So we both said it at the same time. Yeah, it was your turn.
All right, I'll grab my charger in a second. And let's see. Oh, it's already down here. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
So that's 15 feet.
Yep, half your movement.
Light is still on my mace.
Correct. Oh yeah, and it's 20 feet, right?
Yes, of like torchlight, basically.
20 feet of bright, and then an extra 20 feet of dim.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to, like, T-Fob says, like, thank you, but I just, like, stand up and, like, leap over him. And I'm going to, I don't know if you can see the map, but I'm going over T-Fob and to sort of, like, to the other side of that column.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Do I like see the Nothic at this point, or
since you haven't used your action yet, you can use an action to make a perception check. And you're going to be using your perception check to contest. So it was the Nothic's turn right before you, and they used their action to make a stealth check. So when you use your perception this turn as an action, you're contesting that stealth check to see if you can determine where it's at.
Okay. I'm not going to use my action to do that, so I'm going to.
If you have a melee, or if you have a ranged weapon, or like for other ranged members in the group, you can make a ranged weapon attack with disadvantage, and you're basically going off of like, were you without rolling, you heard it move, you heard it like scamper. You can make a disadvantage ranged attack. You can always do that, yeah. Just because you can't see it on the map, and metagaming, you guys don't know where it's at. But in real life, you could have heard it scamper off. the perception check as your action would to just be determined how well you heard it. But you can always make a disadvantage ranged attack, even on invisible people, like people that turn invisible.
Okay, so what I'm going to do
Which is a
instead
little
of
weird, but
using
yeah,
my
it's fine.
action to perceive, I'm going to hold my action, which will be a melee attack. If something appears within my melee range, I will
Nice.
attack it.
If anything comes within 5 feet of you, you're gonna fucking smash it with your mace.
Yes, and if I hold my action, am I still able to use a bonus action this turn?
Of course. Yep.
Great. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Tonky.
Oh, that's so
What?
adorable.
Sure.
Sanctuary is a ward.
Yes, it's an abjuration spell, so it's a bonus action. One creature of choice within range. I don't have to have sight on the creature. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attacker spell.
That's so cool. It's a way of like a cleric to say like, this is my deity, and she's protecting this person. And the creature that tries to attack that person has to think twice because of religion. Is sanctuary. It is like, yo, this is real life sanctuary. I also think, Josephine, it's very cool that even though you aren't playing an abjuration wizard this campaign, you're still doing abjuration shit. You're still like, you still out here.
I love abjuration.
You're still out here. You're like, how can I have protection utility without being a protection utility wizard? Oh, I'll be this badass cleric and have badass protection spells. It's great. You'll love to see it. Tonky, what color is the abjuration other than blood should I use?
What?
Token. Here, I'll use purple.
I don't know how to answer that question.
No, it was mostly for Jewel. I didn't want to use red because Tonky. Because I don't want to use bloodied.
Yeah, I was thinking like
there we go.
Yeah, purple is fine. I imagine my other color that's not red is like white gold, so kind of just like white, like silvery type stuff.
Oh, okay. You kind of that's really cool. I like that. Let's leave that because the glow of your red mace is like shining out, illuminating this cave. And then like that light is like more specifically shining on Tonky. Like he's radiating in the light of your glowing mace right now.
Hell yeah.
And that's the sanctuary light. It's like this light that the cleric brings in is protecting Tonky. Of course, Brian, you're like, hell yeah. You're the one protected. You're like, hell yeah, I'm safe. Shit, man. You're a little gnome just like hiding behind cover, nice and tucked away. And you start glowing like, whatever this is, I'll take it. This is some shit. This is some transmutation we'd never seen before.
Like the side effect of the health potion.
Yeah. Yeah, he thinks it's a side effect. This is some good shit. Thanks, Core. No, Tonky, you're up.
Oh, fuck me.
Did you make all those sounds? Because that's impressive.
Yeah,
that's exactly what is going through his head right now.
That's
just
canon.
Not knowing what the hell is happening or what is going on. So I am not gonna peek around any rocks looking for this thing anymore. I will. Let's see. I will ready a firebolt if anything gets. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ready firebolt, and then I'm gonna continue to just sit back or not sit back, but like cower down, just trying to be as tiny and small as I possibly can be. Readying, that's my action, right? Not a bonus action.
Correct. Readying an action would be casting firebolt. If you ready a spell, you use that spell slot. Just a heads up
Actually,
for the future.
okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna change my mind. I have a better idea.
So,
I am going to
yeah.
not ready anything at this point. I'm gonna pull out the small bottle of Mihan's blood that I took,
Okay.
and I'm gonna smash it up against this wall.
Okay, I like what you're saying there. I see what you're doing. You're smashing it right there, correct?
Yep. Right in that little corner. That's exactly 5 feet away from Jewel. Lure that son of a bitch in.
Okay. Slim Lenny.
And yep.
Slim Lenny, you're up.
Whoa, that was quick.
Slim Lenny, yes, he's
It's the S to the I to the L to the M. Slim Lenny.
To the S.
Here he is.
To the L.
I'm gonna move up and see if I can see the Neversoft eyeball anywhere.
Okay, make a perception check.
That's a 17.
Okay. Boink. You see it behind the other column, just outside of Jewel's radiating red light. Inside the dim dapple red-orange light, you see the Nothic behind the column. It's in half cover from you.
Got it. So I would be at disadvantage for attacks?
Not disadvantage. It would just be a little bit harder for you to hit.
Got it.
The armor class, so to speak. Like,
right.
The armor class. And for rules as written, the armor class goes up +2. So it only goes up a +2 for chance to hit.
I will move around to behind Jewel.
Uh-huh.
Because I still have movement.
Yeah, you have tons of movement.
And I can move through people. Boom, bing, bada bing, bada bing, bam. From here, I will use my action to try and make a short bow attack.
Okay, let it rip.
And that's a 9 for a miss.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a miss. If you've ever been given inspiration by me and you have it at the top of your sheet, this would be a great time to use it. Just for like as an example. You know, some people have inspiration and they never use it, and it's like, oh, I award people inspiration and they say, oh, I already have it, and it's like, oh, damn, like I remembered you rolled like 7 1s last episode. Surprising you didn't use it for any of those. 9's not a hit. If you had inspiration, you can use your DM inspiration now and try and change that outcome.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool.
Cool. So roll another attack.
Yep, make another short bow attack.
16.
That's a hit.
Still working.
Perfect. Totally worth it.
Let's go. So 1d6 plus 3.
Yep. Or you can click short bow in the chat.
I thought I could, but another fucking nat 1 plus 3. 4.
Another nat 1 damage for 4.
Plus the good old 3.
And you use your free action, of course, to like yell out, "Yo, this pickle fucker gave us free food." You can yell out then so everybody knows where they're at. You use your free action.
like turtle dick.
Yo, there's there's the turtle dick motherfucker.
Jewel looks frustratedly at her hand crossbow that she didn't ready.
Oh, like if I see it, I'll shoot it.
Well, she ready to melee attack, and now she isn't aware of where it is, and she's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, because if you would have used your action to be like, "I'm gonna ready my crossbow," and if I can see it, if at any point I see it, I shoot it. You could have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it would have jumped up out of the crevasse, you would have been at disadvantage for that shot. So, yeah, it's horse apiece.
True.
Yeah, so Jewel, like, you're readying your mace. You hear it pop up and you see it. You hear the short bow crack behind you. Oh, fuck. You look over and you see the Nothic get shot in the arm again. It glances off its hide. Shing, and you're like, oh, fuck. Core, you're up. I'm sorry, Slim Lenny. Bonus action?
Just cunning to hide.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Woo, woo. That's a 20.
Okay, I'm going to say you step behind Jewel, too.
Cool.
Just to help a little bit with that awesome hiding. Core, you're up.
The core is going to go up here and ready a defense with his quarterstaff.
Cool. If anything comes within 5 feet of you, you smack it with a quarterstaff.
Yeah, upside the head or the eyeball, whichever.
Upside the dumbass eyeball.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
T5, you're up.
I gotta use movement half again to get up, or
To get up,
right?
yep. Now that you've swung all the way up there, poof, landed on your back. Ugh.
I'll make my way over to core. And I think that's about as much as I'm able to take. Yep. And for my action, I'll ready similar longsword attack if it gets close enough.
Okay. And it's in core, in your head, you hear, so you're the meat, you hear, so you're the meat, in your head. As you ran over there, you saw Tonki like throw something over to that corner. You hear the bowstring snap over there, and you're like, I'm getting into this. I'm getting into the zone, auto zone. And you run in there, and T-Fob runs up next to you, and you guys are like, let's kick this thing's ass. And you look down, and you're like standing in this like vial of broken open blood, and then you hear, so you're the meat. And make a Constitution saving throw.
Womp womp.
4.
And you haven't made a throw yet, right? It was Tonki and Jewel.
Yeah, I hadn't made one.
You take 6 necrotic damage. That was a very... I rolled two minimum damages there. But you take 6 necrotic damage as you look over at this nasty-looking Nothic, and it's... Yeah. You start to... Your eyes start to get really watery as if you have like a pungent, rotten onion in them. Jewel, it's your turn.
I will use my action to cast Sacred Flame as a cantrip.
Surely.
Pulling up my character sheet.
Sure. It's a flame-like radiance that descends on a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. And I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw. What is your spell save DC?
13.
It beats. It rolled a 15.
Damn it. Okay, so no effect.
Yep. Whew, as you bring down this radiant light. Yeah. Anything else?
Am I muted? Shit.
You were. Yeah, what did you say?
Okay. Oh, I was just saying that like it comes down as like a brief flash of like
The camera flash.
from the ceiling, kind of, not like all the way at the top, but just like from above it like flashes, but it didn't hit anything. Let's see. Bonus action. Sanctuary is not concentration, which is fantastic.
That is really nice.
Okay, bonus action. I can cast a cantrip and a spell in the same round as long as I'm not spending 2 spell slots. That's the deal, right?
And their casting time, as long as the spell you're casting right now is a bonus action.
Right. So I think as as a bonus, I will shout a healing word to T-Fob.
Okay.
At level 1, because that's my only level. Oh, sorry, I clicked it in chat, but it didn't roll. I have to roll for it, I think. It is 1d4 plus 5. /R.
Plus your ability modifier, not your chance to hit.
Right. So it'd be plus 3.
Yes, your wisdom is 3.
Nice.
Yep.
Max heals.
Nice. T-Fob takes 7 healing.
Thank you.
No.
That is a that is a well-placed heal. As T-Fob runs in front of you and readies an action, yeah.
My healing word is vigilance.
Vigilance. Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Tonki.
I'm going to peek out around the side over here to the right. Oops, change it, and toss a fire bolt at this motherfucker. So that's a nat 1, and I am going to use inspiration because I was reminded that I had inspiration.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Thank you for the
inspiration.
You guys do such a good job. You get inspiration all the time for literally doing anything, so it's like, might as well use it.
This is the first time I've ever had inspiration as a player character, so I forgot that I had it. So that's going to be a 16 to hit.
Woo.
16 is a hit.
Hell yeah.
Roll for damage.
So that is a 1d10. 5.
Nothing takes 5 damage. And it is bloodied. As that fireball hits it, you can see it just get absolutely yeeted with fire. I just pulled up Garrett's character sheet to see if he had inspiration when we last left off.
Oh my God.
I was going to put you in jail if you had inspiration on that sheet.
Told you guys. Did not.
Yeah, I've given him inspiration, though, I feel like.
Nope, not once.
There are 15 episodes on YouTube that we will have to watch all 15 times 4, 60 hours of when you're here next week. Yeah, you hit him for fire and you burn him and he is on fire. And he, flashes for a second as this radiant light and fire comes down on him. Any bonus actions? Master Honky.
I'm just gonna run back behind the rock and hide down.
Slim Len. You got that weak ass short bow. What's up? What are you doing?
Your boy's notching another little short bow arrow.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try it again. Hey, never judge a man by the size of his short bow. That's a 23.
All in how you use it.
Roll that damage. It's the chance to hit that's been fine. It's your damage that's been 1 every time. Wrong.
That's not right. Is that right?
That's not right.
I just clicked the 1d6 plus 3. See, that's why I don't.
No, you clicked on short bow again.
But I clicked on that.
No. Click. No. Go over to the chat, like where the 23 is, like physically on the screen, right below the 23. It says short bow. Click that. Oh, max damage 8. Almost. No, it wasn't. It was 5 out of 6. That's awesome. There you go. You did double in this one shot. You did what you did with 2 bow shots before.
Bada bam, bada bam.
and this arrow sinks into it. Your last two glanced off of it each time, doing little piercing shreds. But this one, now that there's not only the torchlight, there's the sacred flame flashing on it, and it's slightly on fire. It's like some of its oily skin is like burning on one side, and you're like, okay, I can't miss this fucking guy now, dude. And 23, I will let you know that I increased its armor class because you're shooting between two allies. You're still able to hit it. So you very successfully threaded your teammates right over their shoulders, and you're like, I can't miss. Third time's a charm. I gotta do some
Got
good
a bullet
damage.
cam.
Yeah, the bullet cam came in, and it sank in to its clavicle. Core, you're up.
And then I'm just
sorry, yeah.
hiding. I'm just hiding again.
Roll your stealth check. Dump it for me. Got it. Core, you're up. 15. Are you muted?
Paging Dr. Core.
Paging Dr. Monkman. I'm going to go refill my wine glass really quick. If he comes back, let me know what he says.
Mic check.
Yo.
And hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic.
But not you, Kevin.
What about me?
You're up.
Okay, have we?
Your turn.
Has anything happened?
Yeah. Let me take out the measuring stick.
Is that what you tell it?
No. I go. Oh, well. I thought about the bridge.
Nice.
So if I investigate to see if the bridge is sound, do I lose action?
That would take an action. If you want, I can increase the difficulty class by a substantial amount, and you can try it as a bonus action.
Jump.
I'll jump.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. It is just over 5 feet, and I want to put your strength here. That's awesome. Just you're long jumping it. Your strength is only 8, so you have like barely enough strength to hurl your body over it. But I do need an athletics check as a free action athletics check. It's not big. Just need to make sure you don't critically fail it. So the DC was 5, and you rolled a 5, so you made it to break it.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. That's in most D&D games, to do a long jump or to do a high jump or to climb certain things or to do some of that stuff, that you have that long jump, especially because you had a running speed up to it. It's typically just a DC 5. Some people just say it's a don't roll a nat 1. But I figured a DC 5, since you have a -1, that it's like your strength isn't that good. Yeah, that's great, man. You, by the skin of your teeth, you leap over it, and that's the last of your movement. You can't really land in the Nothics. You can't end your turn in the Nothic space. You were here. Yeah, I'll say that you can land on either side of the Nothic. Here or here. Above it or to the right of it. Or you can land, or you can be on the bridge.
I'm not gonna touch that bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be up there.
Okay. You have your action still.
And I attack him with my quarterstaff.
Right, you give him that old bonky bonk. Roll it.
18.
18's a hit. As it barely sees you jump over the bridge, and its whole face is an eyeball as it like looks over its shoulder, and you crack it for 5 bludgeoning, and it is now, congratulations, mortaled.
So I'm gonna use my key
Nice.
and do flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows. So make 2 unarmed strikes. That 8 is not a hit. So the first one you rolled a 4 plus your dexterity plus proficiency. That's not enough. So the first blow and this. Oh, you rolled an 8 and you rolled a 9. Both the blows don't hit. That's unfortunate. As you jump behind it quick and smash it with the club and then give it a pop. You're just confused by its dumb alien fucking eyeball head that you.
Yeah, it's very unsettling. It's very disturbing.
The wooden planks that you're used to training with are not shaped like this, so you're kind of thrown off by its dumbass head.
I'm okay hitting it with that wooden quarterstaff, but like punching it, just like I don't want to get
my fist
with
in
that
that
gelatinous goo. Yeah, that's so gross.
I'm not punching it in this fucking eyeball. It's gross, but I'll punch it.
Standard.
Fist in those balls.
T-Fob, you're up.
Ball fisting. Eyeball fisting?
Yeah. Oh, fist the eyeball.
Batter up.
1, 2, 3. I will use an action to check the bridge.
Cool. Make your intelligence check, which is -1.
Oh.
Oh.
14.
Oh, that's a
14.
save.
Let me check.
That's better than my athletic check.
Calculating.
The bridge looks fine.
All right.
You know, if the DC's 15, you could die, right? I'm just kidding. But with a 14 intelligence, you look at the bridge and you can tell that it can hold up your weight.
No, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
You're confident. Your character's confident. T-Fob is confident that it'll hold up his weight.
All right.
You know those orcs with their big heads.
Well, that was my action, so I'll have to do action surge to to do another thing as I run across.
Yes.
Nice. You want to action surge?
Yeah.
Hell
action
yeah.
Surge.
As you run
Get to
across.
here.
All right. As you step onto the bridge, make a dexterity saving throw. No, I'm just kidding. You get across the bridge.
Gosh.
The bridge is very
Roasted.
the bridge is very sturdy. It's very sturdy. As you run across, make your longsword attack.
All right. Let's see if this works. Oh, 20.
All right.
30.
20 is a hit. Just click on the longsword, and because you're a duelist, and as long as you don't have a weapon in your second hand and you're just using one sword, you are very proficient with it. So you get a +2 modifier. You rolled a 5.
10. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you rolled a 5 plus your strength of 3 plus your duelist mod of 2 makes a 10 damage, and you kill the Nothic.
I slice the head off, and then as the head is still there, I punch it in the eyeball.
Ugh, okay.
Yeah.
Its whole head is an eyeball, though.
Its head is like
yeah.
its like weird neck thing is like hanging there, and you just like punch it off, and you fist the eye.
Whoa.
Oh,
Or stares and just.
You're the meat now.
eat the oh! I thought you said eat the meat now, referring to the eyeball that he just fisted. Eat the meat.
Honestly, that's
eye
what
meat.
I understood too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat the eyeball meat. Yeah.
This isn't Fear Factor, Joe Rogan.
Hey, Joe Rogan, you got any more of them bull? I love bull penis. Penis. Tyrone Biggums, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
All right, good job, Tyrone Biggums. I mean T-Fob. You you punch the Nothic in the eye. You chop it, you slice its head open and punch it in the eye, and it falls down into the crevasse. As you attacked it, as you like were swinging at it, it was like lunging to try and lunge under the bridge. It was trying to go under the bridge, and it sees you storming across the bridge, and it starts diving under the bridge as you just like have your sword out, and in the perfect fell swoop, just like clean its head, and it turns and looks at you like Nini, and then you just punch it in the eye, and it falls down into the crevasse.
I like to think that the head makes a sound like a balloon, like letting its air out.
Yeah.
I was like,
When he punches the eye, it does that.
I'm a little wet too.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we all are
God.
after that, dude. Jeez.
Oh.
So that's turn order. Good job. GG's, well played. You guys, I'm gonna turn it to you. Let me know when you're done, and I will progress. Let me know when you want to progress the story.
Okay.
So the body of the creature is gone.
I mean, you saw it roll under the bridge, 20 feet down. With Jules' mace lighting up, you can kind of see.
I'm down there.
If you want to look down there, you can make a check of some kind if you want to investigate down there.
It was probably like
No.
naked and gross.
Yeah.
It was very naked.
It's just an eyeball.
So I'm gonna walk over here on the edge and pick up a stone, recognizing that Core is trying to look down into the crevasse at the body and cast light on the stone and drop it in.
Oh. Okay.
A little flashlight.
Little glow stick.
Well,
gonna-
yeah, Corb kind of looks down to investigate, but it's kind of more like disgusted by the creature. Like he's staring off in like morbid curiosity.
Okay. You see the nut. There's like a little. You can't really tell just like leering over the ledge, just because there are like jutted out rocks and stuff into the crevasse and boulders in the way. But you can kind of tell there's like the Nothic's like house, or I guess you'd call it like a nest. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
And
Lovely.
just like being right there and looking down, you can kind of tell that's where the decaying smell was coming from.
Oh, I don't want to, but now I kind of want to. Go check it out.
Ew. Jules
Well, we
says
might find
if
people
I could
there.
fit, I would.
We might find people there.
He's got a point.
I mean, that smell is coming from something. We might be able to put somebody to rest.
You could probably climb down that other bridge.
Most of you guys took the Explorer's Pack, which has 50 foot of silk rope, which is more than
Yeah, I
enough
got
to get down
that.
there.
I was gonna say that when they were like doing like the arm thing, but like
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, sure. Jules got fucking yoked forearms. It's fine.
Yeah, I figured she had it.
I really just wanted the moment of dude like jumping out and grabbing the arm.
Yeah, dude, it was a fucking bro moment between you and T-Fob. It was
It
necessary.
really was.
The two fighters of the group are like, soldiers, so it was necessary.
I
I
love
things,
say
it's
about
like those
that.
figures where you squeeze them and the eyes just pop out.
Yeah.
But so who goes
That's
into
what I
the?
looked
So who goes down to the Nothic
It was
nest?
the boob window. You squeeze it.
Oh yeah,
I'll do it.
I'm staying up top.
Core will do it.
No backstrokes when you get to the other side. I just picture Tonki being lowered down because he's tiny. But yeah, Core, yeah, easy peasy for you, man. I'm not gonna make you roll the acrobatics. You can scale down that rope, no problem.
You mean Tonki doesn't just jump and go,
He would have taken double the fall damage he took going out of the
This
tavern.
time.
Not this
Not
time.
this time. I figured that it was only a 10-foot drop. I
Yeah,
didn't know it was a
yeah,
20-foot drop.
Fall damage is 1d6 per 10 feet.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Well, now I know that.
That's why I was like, You're like, I'll do it. Like, I'll just make an acrobatics. I was like,
Yeah, whatever.
acrobatics all you want. It was funny, dude. I loved it. It was a wholesome
You don't know me.
moment. You don't know Tonky.
So
So
gee, but
Core,
again,
when
no
you go
feet.
downstairs into the crevasse, into the nest, you see a cubby hole. That's kind of like what you see as you're descending into the crevasse. This little like cubby hole cavern thing, and kind of looming inside, you see that there's a chest inside the crevasse.
Oh my god, I'm going for that chest.
Okay, and upon opening the chest, you see. Oh wow. You see a lot of money.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Are you ready to be blown away by how much
Yes.
money is in there?
Yes.
160 silver pieces,
Oh my gosh.
120 gold pieces,
Oh.
Shut up.
and 5 malachite gems.
Oh, malachite?
Yeah, malachite.
It's like a green stone that's opaque that has lots of dark green stripes on it.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, there's
nice.
5 malachite gems.
Are
Each
they
have
apple flavored?
They each have a maybe they're probably watermelon if they have dark green too. But you've got they've got a value on them as well. There are also 2 health potions, and there's a scroll next to all that. And
Damn, this is the real treasure right here.
yeah, this is also not the way you guys are technically supposed to come in. This is if you do well getting a chance to speak with Carp. You underneath there also find a sheath, a silver chased scabbard to a longsword, and inside there, the hilt sticking out of the scabbard is this beautiful shape of a bird of prey. It looks like looks like the hilt of the sword has like a birdman shape on the hilt of the sword. With like and you know how a longsword has like the 2 like the tang that like keeps your hand from getting cut by other swords, like the T shape?
Yeah.
Those are the wings of the bird.
Oh my god.
So it's like 2 bird wings, and the hilt is red, and it looks like it looks just like a Rizo, like the hilt of the blade. The hilt that you
Yeah,
hold
that's what I
on
was
to is this
thinking.
like Aarakocra with arms out, very majestic red hilt inside of a silver scabbard. It is a just looking at it, Core, because you've probably spent some time out in the woods and stuff. You just know that that's a blood hawk on there, a blood Aarakocra man, blood hawk. And there's more you can learn from it if you want to. If you want to drop a history check on it quick for me.
Yeah, I do. 15.
Dude, by the skin of your teeth every time. The DC was 15. You're making it to break it every time. You remember when you first decided to come to Phandelver, you did a little research on the place and you learned a little bit about the original lore and people here. This belonged to Aldith Tresendar, known as the Black Hawk, and he was a knight. He died fighting off orcs. He died fighting orcs. That's what you remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so. I'm sorry.
Do you want to recap all the loot you just found?
Yeah, I think so. So I got 160 silver coin, 120 gold points, 5 malachite gems, 2 health potions, 1 scroll, and then the part that I got confused on was Is all of this like the longsword
Yeah,
of
it's all
Aldith
one. It's
Guthender?
all one longsword. Yeah, it's all one
Okay,
longsword
okay.
of Aldith Trezendar, a knight.
But it's a silver sheath with a red bloodhawk
Yeah.
hilt.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's basically it's a +1 longsword mechanically, since you passed the
So
history check.
right. I put the 2 health potions into my bandolier.
Yep.
I stashed the malachite gems, and I pull out the scroll and I read what's in the scroll.
You read it.
Yeah.
As you start reading it, you recognize it's a spell scroll.
Do I understand what kind of spell?
You'd have to make an Arcana check. If you want to finish reading it, I can complete the spell for you.
Yeah, I'll finish reading it.
Roll a d4.
Just down under a bridge casting spells.
This casting spells, I don't know what they are.
He starts reading it, and he goes, "Holy fuck, this is a spell scroll." And he's like, "I wonder what spell it is."
He's a very curious man.
There are a handful of the malachite gems that were in that you stashed away. Start vibrating as they come out of your pocket. These are just regular malachite gems, but they come out of your pocket and they jump out basically onto the ground and hit a rock. There's a fur bed, just like a fur down for sleeping, a pallet. And they dance across the pallet and they hit the stone, and some bones leap off from a fire pit nearby. And the malachite and the bones hit the wall and they land up in a particular formation. And you, out of nowhere, having no maybe background in this kind of magic, are able to read these stones and these bones and detect an omen.
What?
Stones and bones?
And you read from the omen that it's all downhill from here, and that the hardest part you read from this omen that the hardest part about your next 30 minutes of life, your next trial in front of you, is all downhill from here.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
And then the piece of paper just turns into ash and disappears.
Oh dang.
The malachite just turned back into the gems they were, and the bones are just rotted bones. You just used a spell scroll of augury.
Nice.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that. You just were like, "Whoa, that's some potent shit, man."
Yeah.
Well, anyways, all downhill from here, brother.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What? No, downhill's good.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, you don't want to go uphill. That sucks. It's all downhill from here. It's a good omen. You got a good omen.
Oh,
it's all about the glutes.
Yeah.
Well,
your grandpa didn't walk downhill
both
every
ways
way to school. Both ways to school. He walked uphill both ways to school.
Because it sucked.
Yeah. Because it sucked.
That's true.
Nice. All right, continue.
So I go back up. I want to divide the gold and the silver amongst my friends. Oh, I collect the malachite though.
So you keep the malachite on you. Everybody take 24 gold pieces.
I'm rich. I'm quitting the party. Just kidding.
And 32 silver pieces. And what do you do with the longsword?
Oh, the longsword. I ask. I can't remember. Tree fob.
T-fob.
T-fob.
It's
Ask
like
T-fob
a
if he wants
key
it.
fob, but sexier than Fabio.
T-fob.
Tree fob's the tree version of myself. Hopefully everyone else. Oh, this blade. Ooh, send some things off of it.
Remember
Yeah,
when
I think it's
you
from Eldith Tressender.
Nice. Roll a history check, T-fob. History check.
Can I also just step in real quick and say, this is something familiar? And I would also like to roll a history check.
Okay, Tonki, make a history check as well.
Oh boy.
T-fob, you don't you're like, I've heard the name before, you just don't know the story of him. You just don't know anything about him.
That's a 25.
Nice. Yeah, that's the guy who lived here, and this manor was raided by orcs, and he actually died down here in the cave fighting orcs a long time ago. Everybody knew, the tale goes out that he died like fighting orcs and like was helping secure this land, but he fought the orcs. The orcs knew him as this like fucking, frontiersman, and came to his manor and fucked with him, and they raided him, and he died fighting them here. In this crevasse, like in this cave. And he's dead.
I know a little bit about orcs.
You wouldn't even have to roll to know anything about orcs. You just know a lot. Oh, and I forgot to mention too. Tonki. Never mind. Tonki. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Irrelevant. Erroneous.
Don't
unconstitutional. What's up with you guys? It's we've been going for almost 3 hours, and do you want to keep going for a little bit longer?
I'm kind of tired. I was hoping we could take a rest.
Sure. What do you got?
I mean,
let's play it out.
In character, I want to take a rest too.
Cool. Then you guys, let's play it out here. How we're gonna end this episode. Let me know when you guys are done.
So hey guys, that fight kind of took a lot out of me. I was wondering if you guys would want to take a rest.
I only need 4 hours.
You can't really sleep out here in the open. We could have hide in that nest.
Is it big
enough?
The nest is definitely big enough, and also a short rest can be an hour long, depending like how many hit dice you want to roll.
I am healthy, but I used 2 spells in that encounter.
I can keep watch.
Okay.
I could keep watch as well.
If we stay for 4 hours, I'll be tip top.
4 hours it is.
Okay. Perfect. And look at that. We could keep going if you wanted. Short rest is over. Everybody gets a short rest bonus. It's like, depending on circumstance and stuff. But it's one of those fun things about resting in D&D is like you can take a 4-hour rest. It's not going to take us 4 hours to complete it. It can be done. But I do want to have a group stealth check. So like everybody make a stealth check for me.
13.
11.
Nat 20.
7.
Nat 20 for a 27.
Dang.
3.
Okay, who are we missing? Okay. Tonki, what did you get?
11.
Okay, 1 second. Thankfully, Slim Lenny is keeping first watch and rolled a 27. But your average roll was 12.2. Your group stealth is 12.2. As you guys are you guys all gonna go underneath into the nest or into the crevasse?
I'm gonna touch the rock that I had cast light on to unlight the rock.
Okay. And Jewel, do you turn off your mace for the time being?
Sure. So yeah, so my rest is more like I just need to stand really still. So I thought
Yeah.
it might be kind of creepy if I was like standing in the open almost. And then like whoever's keeping watch can like alert me if something's happening, but I can just like be
Turn
there looking
on.
weird.
Yeah. Okay. Tonki, as you crawl down into the nest, you see the corpse of the wood craftsman that was below that Halia had mentioned to you.
Oh shit!
That woodman, yeah, he's half eaten. The air when you guys all get down to the crevasse is like unnaturally cold, not bad cold, like you're not gonna get hurt cold, but it's unnaturally cold and preserving being down there. You feel like you're in a meat locker almost. And that's why you're able to still, even though it's been a couple days, you can still tell it's the wood craftsman who was taken. And Halia you were aware that his whole family was taken, I believe. But there's a lot of people have been taken. A lot of people have been, used for extortion, and it's very likely that they took this woodsman, this craftsperson because they were talking shit about the Red Brands, and the Red Brands were like, "Fuck it, we have a deal with this Nothic. We need to keep him fed, and he's gonna help protect this crevasse in our base. So we'll just fucking feed you to this Nothic now, because we owe him meat." And you can tell that they use that woodsman as just a fucking bartering chip to subdue this Nothic's wrath. This dead Nothic that's down there. And
Jesus.
yeah, and upon seeing the woodsman, you see him, his corpse. It's very unsettling, but you're like, damn, that's the reason why I'm here, is because Halia mentioned like good business owners were being taken out, and you can confirm that evil is coming from here, and you guys have made a good step to take care of it. And fade to black. The episode's over.
I was gonna say one quick final thing. Is there anything on the woodsman's body that I can grab?
Nope. He's naked. It's like Jeepers Creepers. It's like nasty, naked, and stitched up, half eaten. Yeah. And you guys are just gonna take a nap by it in the cold. Next episode, we'll start right down here where you guys are taking a quick rest. It'll be slightly more into the afternoon. One part, you did hear people walk over the bridge, Lenny, as you were standing guard down there, as you were watching up 20 feet high. You heard some people moving in. They were talking about the bar people, that the dead bodies that they found of the Red Brands. And they said,
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
They said, they're talking about how they found the dead Red Brand members, and then they joked around with one guy, and they said, well, hey, at least you get promoted now, right? Like, welcome, like you're officially on the team now, we got room. And they laugh, and the young Red Brand says, well, I guess I could drink to that. And then they laugh, and then you hear the spilling of alcohol fall down from the bridge as they're boozing their way in, and just being soldiers in their own right. So they walk in, and they actually go south. That hallway that you were going to go down Do you remember that?
Yeah. To the left.
Yeah, they go down there. They start heading that way.
I can't
No,
wait to
we
slit
know.
their throats.
Yep.
Uncanny.
And now Fade to Black.
And Fade to Black. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next Monday.